Welcome back to Unfiltered and Unfazed, the podcast where we don't water it down, don't play small, and we definitely don't apologize for being powerful women. Now, today's topic might step on a few toes, but if you're here, you already know we're not afraid of that. Today, we're talking about loyalty. Not the cute, inspirational Instagram quote version. Not the ride or die fantasy. I'm talking about the real cost of loyalty when it crosses the line into self-betrayal.
Welcome back to Unfiltered and Unfazed. I'm your host, Sandra. Now, this is something we need to discuss because somewhere along the way, many of us were taught that loyalty means staying no matter what. Staying when someone disrespects you, staying when someone lies to you, staying when someone takes advantage of you, staying when your gut is screaming that something is wrong. And we were told that leaving means you're disloyal.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
But let me ask you something. What if the person you've been betraying the most is yourself? Because that ride or die energy, sometimes it just means you're riding yourself straight into a ditch. So today we're going to talk about where the line actually is between loyalty and losing yourself.
We are coming in hot and going to talk about the way loyalty was sold to us. Ready, set, let's go.
Loyalty is one of those words that sounds beautiful. It sounds noble. It sounds strong. We grow up hearing things like, real friends stick it out, stand by your man, don't abandon people when things get hard. And listen, loyalty can be a beautiful thing. But the problem is, somewhere along the line, somewhere along the way, loyalty stopped meaning mutual respect and started meaning tolerating bad behavior. We started confusing loyalty with endurance, with suffering, and with silence.
The beginning of a relationship is exciting because it's brand new. You're both on your best behavior. It's still electric. You're not totally sure about the history of mental illness in each other's families.
People began wearing their pain like a badge of honor. I've been there through everything. I stuck around when nobody else did. I never left. Okay, but the real question is, should you have? Because loyalty without boundaries doesn't make you strong. It makes you exploitable.
Welcome to the topic of the ride or die culture. This one hits hard and spits true facts. Let's get into it.
Let's talk about that famous phrase, ride or die. Now, don't get me wrong. The idea of having someone in your corner through thick or thin sounds amazing. But the way society romanticizes ride or die energy, it can be incredibly toxic.
And what gave you the confidence?
Delusion.
Because often it means this: ignore the red flags, ignore the disrespect, ignore the lies, ignore the imbalance. Just stay loyal, just stay quiet, and just stay committed. Even when the other person isn't doing the same for you. That's not loyalty. That's self-abandonment. And too many people have been conditioned to believe that suffering proves love. But real love, real friendship, real partnership doesn't require you to erase yourself.
It's time to get into something that we all have lived and felt, and that's the discussion of the moment loyalty turns into self-betrayal.
So, where's the line? When does loyalty become self-betrayal? Well, here's the truth. It happens the moment you start ignoring your boundaries to protect someone else's comfort. It happens when You silence your feelings to keep the peace. You accept behavior that you know deep down is wrong. You defend people that wouldn't defend you. You stay in situations that drain your spirit. You shrink yourself so someone else can stay comfortable. That's not loyalty. That's you slowly teaching people that your needs don't matter. And the longer you do this, the easier it becomes for people to take advantage of it.
Of course, the next segment is about why people stay too long. Are you ready to hear this? Let's begin.
Let's be honest. Leaving isn't always easy. People stay in unhealthy situations for a lot of reasons: fear, history, love, hope, the belief that things will change, and sometimes the fear of being seen as the bad guy. Because the moment you stop tolerating things, people will say things like, "Oh, you've changed. You're selfish now. You used to be loyal." But what that really means is you stopped letting them take advantage of you. Growth will always make people uncomfortable, especially the people who benefited from your lack of boundaries.
This next one is juicy and real. It's about the guilt of choosing yourself. Is it ride or die energy, or are you just riding yourself into a ditch?
One of the hardest parts of stepping away from an unhealthy loyalty is the guilt. You start questioning yourself. Am I overreacting? Am I giving up too soon? Am I abandoning someone who needs me?
Life is not that complicated. You get up, you go to work, you eat 3 meals, you take 1 good shit, and you go back to bed. What's the fucking mystery?
But here is the reality. Choosing yourself is not abandonment. It is self-respect. You are not required to sacrifice your peace to prove your loyalty. You are not required to stay in a situation that diminishes you. You are not required to keep pouring into people who never pour back. And sometimes the most loyal thing that you can do is being loyal to your own well-being.
What healthy loyalty actually looks like. We definitely need to talk about this one, so here we go.
Healthy loyalty looks very different from what we were taught. Healthy loyalty is reciprocal. It's mutual respect. It's accountability. It's people who stand beside you, not people who stand on top of you.
Do you believe in life after love?
Healthy loyalty means you can speak your truth. You can set boundaries. You can call out behaviors that hurt you, and the relationships still survive. Because real loyalty isn't about blind devotion. It's about mutual care and integrity.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
If someone only wants your loyalty when you're silent, compliant, and sacrificing your needs, that's not loyalty. That's control.
This one's is a message for anyone feeling stuck, so please take notes.
If you're listening right now and you feel trapped between loyalty and your own happiness, I want you to hear this clearly. You are allowed to outgrow situations. You are allowed to walk away from patterns that hurt you. You are allowed to choose peace over chaos. Loyalty should never cost you your identity. It should never cost you your dignity. And it should never cost you your self-respect.
What a fool believes.
Because the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. And betraying that relationship over and over again, that's a price that no loyalty is worth paying.
My closing message to all of you.
Loyalty is powerful, but it should never require you to abandon your truth. So, if you're someone who's always been the ride or die, maybe it's time to ask yourself a new question. Who's been riding for you? Because loyalty should never feel like you're losing yourself. It should feel like standing strong together. I'm Sandra, and this is Unfiltered and Unfazed. You will never be younger or more beautiful than you are today. So, live it the fuck up. Speak your truth and do you, boo. You are always seen and heard here. Be your own ride or die and put your loyalty into yourself first. All right, y'all. Much love to you as always, and I look forward to seeing you next week. See you later. Bye for now.
Dreams don't fucking die.
If you've ever struggled with letting go, setting boundaries, or choosing yourself without guilt, this conversation was for you. Because sometimes the most powerful loyalty you can practice is loyalty to yourself.